It's a big news day, and we have a second in-depth story for you. Oklahoma's public safety commissioner, who has been put in charge of how the state will assist immigration and customs enforcement in arresting and deporting undocumented immigrants, spoke specifically about the state's plans today. Our Devin Lyon was there and reports on what is about to get underway.
Our main focus in this entire effort is if there's somebody who's a threat to public safety in the state of Oklahoma or a national security threat, then that's who we're targeting. We're going to find those people, take them into custody, and work with ICE.
Commissioner Tim Tipton with the State Department of Public Safety announced a contract between DPS, Homeland Security, and Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
Those agreements have been signed both at the state level with the three agencies and approved at the federal level.
State agencies like Highway Patrol, the Bureau of Narcotics, and Bureau of Investigation will receive training by ICE agents as soon as next week. Tipton says the training will allow state agents and troopers to help combat the open border crisis effect on Oklahoma. Troopers will assist in deportation efforts on the federal and state level. That includes Governor Stitt's Operation Guardian.
Now that the agreements are signed, we will, each of those three agencies will nominate or assign their troopers or agents to the task force. There'll then be some training that will go on. That training is going to occur in the next week. That ICE and Homeland Security will put on that training for us.
Tipton says training will begin with roughly 50 state troopers. Enforcement will begin immediately after that week of instruction. Tipton says they will assess the need monthly and either increase or draw back their efforts.
It's extensive training that we're going to go through to make sure that all of our personnel that are assigned to the task force understand the legalities of that work. It's just really a tool that is going to help us accomplish Governor Stitt's Operation Guardian and the Trump administration's operational abilities and capacity to help criminal illegal aliens that are in our state be removed from the state of Oklahoma and from the United States.
Covering news that matters, Devin Lyon, Fox 23 News.
The big fear, and partially because of some political rhetoric, has been, will ICE actually enter a school and take a child mid-class suspecting them of being an undocumented immigrant? I had Attorney General Gentner Drummond on the program on Friday, who said there are no plans to do that whatsoever. When it comes to illegal immigration, what the state is and is not doing, a lot of people are concerned about ICE in schools because of comments the superintendent has made. You are the law enforcement guy, so let me ask you as the state's law enforcement officer, what is ICE doing in schools, if anything?
ICE is doing nothing in schools. We have thousands of illegal criminal actors in the state of Oklahoma. That's the focus of my office. That's the focus of every law enforcement agency in the state, and that's the focus of ICE. We will not have ICE agents walking into any school.
And just to reiterate, Public Safety Commissioner Tim Tipton said Governor Kevin Stitt also has no desire to send ICE agents into school, and the focus right now and will be solely on criminals, despite what some have been saying.
Governor Stitt and I have said we see no value in going into schools and trying to gain intelligence or information from students. This isn't, we talk about that. To me would make the question sound like, are we doing, and the word keep coming up, mass deportation. There's literally millions of people in the country illegally, but the target that we're going after are people who are criminals.
One state official in high office who is continuously calling for ICE to do something within Oklahoma schools is State Superintendent Ryan Walters. On Monday, Walters doubled down on the State Department of Education helping ICE by asking Attorney General Gentner Drummond to issue a formal and legally binding opinion on whether the state is violating President Trump's orders of not providing aid to undocumented immigrants by still allowing undocumented immigrant children to attend Oklahoma public schools. As we've explained here, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled in the 80s that all public schools must be open to all children regardless of their status. We are in the process of booking Walters to speak on this program unedited about his immigration proposals. We are also going to keep an eye on Thursday's state school board meeting, where Governor Stitt's new appointments that are supposed to focus less on politics and more on reading and math will be seated. Weather's next. We'll be right back.